of our colleagues from Russia, Irina Borogan, is a famous investigative journalist, but also the co-author of the book The Red Web, The Struggle Between Russia's Digital Dictatorship and the New Online. So with her, we would like to know really how those bans were effective in Russia. They have a particular institution which really, Roskomnadzor, which is working on that. So, Irina, having this news from Ukraine and having your knowledge about what happened with the Runet, with the Russian internet, what we need to know, what the audience need to know about the Russia and how it's working.
You know that the internet in Russia was absolutely free till 2012, because the Kremlin didn't believe that internet could play a huge role in social protest or organizing people. But in 2012, after the Arab Spring, and then especially after the Moscow protest in 2011-2012, the Kremlin implemented the internet filtering and so-called blacklist on the internet in Russia. And since then, we have internet censorship in the country. The mechanism of this internet censorship is very simple. A special censorship agency called Roskomnadzor implemented a special blacklists of banned websites that include a lot of more than a million websites, started with, I don't know, information about suicide and child pornography, and ended with information about extremism, that according to the Russian law means all information independent from the Kremlin. So today there are a lot of there are some independent and online media are blocked on the territory of Russian Federation. The implementation the implementation of these blockings is very simple. This agency, the censorship agency Roskomnadzor, sends this blacklist to the internet service providers, and they implemented blockings technically. So if you want to go to the website that was blocked, you can do this, I don't know, using your internet provider officially. But you can make this easily using any proxy server or VPN or even more simple mechanisms.
So, Irina, so in the end, have they managed to really, squeeze those freedoms, and really, to what extent the Russian government having the, having the close contact with the heads of these digital companies, to what extent they can really influence them? Because that is the major concern of the Ukrainian government, that the Russian owners of the these hugely popular companies can be connected with the Kremlin, and that could be used as the tool of, I don't know, propaganda or something.
I completely disagree that social networks could be a tool of propaganda or of somebody or something, because the social network is horizontal structures, and information on social network is sharing and posted uncontrollable, because there is no hierarchical structure, as Kremlin also thinks. And the Kremlin tried to suppress social networks from the top many times, and they tried to do this with the most popular social network, Vkontakte. Say in 2014, founder and CEO of Vkontakte, Pavel Durov, was expelled from the country, and he was changed for the son of Boris Dobrodeyev, who is the chief of Russian state television empire, VGTRK. And after his son got a full control, according to the Kremlin thought, over the social network of Vkontakte, nothing happened. I mean that in let me give some simple example. In 2014, when when the war in Ukraine started, and the Russian authorities strongly denied the military presence of Russian army on the ground, the social network Vkontakte became the first proof that Kremlin lied, because a lot of Russian soldiers started posting a lot of information about their units, their photographs, and even what they were doing there on social network Vkontakte. And they posted this information even under their own names. And this was the first proof that Russian army are on the ground. And the social network helps.